Hey, welcome to Project Manage This, and we'll be looking at Power BI. So to give you a real kind of idea of what Power BI can do, so if I start building it up, and let me come back to you. So here you go, so you might have a window like this, so let me just show you this. So as a program manager, you might have a table of projects with different information on it. Don't look into the information too much. You might have information on the project manager project. Where Power BI is really useful is that then you can start interrogating. So these are all the projects within your portfolio, and you can roll over them and say, right, project 25 has got a spend of 12.5 grand, for example. But if you wanted to see in particular, so if I wanted to look at Bob as a project manager, it now changes everything around it. So now it shows only his projects. It also shows the maximum percentage budget spend, which you can change. So if I wanted to change that, I could change it to average. What is he doing on an average basis? What is he doing on a maximum? What's his minimum of budget spent? So it starts showing me that information, and it means that you can start interrogating different things. So it means that if you're sitting in a session and someone wants to get right into the detail and say, right, okay, what is the project with the lowest CPI? What you can do is click on this table and you can start filtering it against your CPI data, and you can actually start scrolling up and down. So you can actually say, okay, the lowest CPI is project 30. Let's have a look over here, project 30. Who's managing that? Okay, that's Bob. He spent 15k. He's 25% of his budget through, etc, etc, etc. So you can start actually manipulating data, but this isn't just useful for program management. You could use it for performance management, risk management, all those kind of things. So it's a really, really powerful dashboard. So if you think about your PowerPoint presentations that you give, this is really, really easy, quick, effective means of delving deep into the data to really understand what's driving that project, what's the cause of the delay, whatever it may be. This is kind of opening screen. So if I hit here, so this is the kind of basic screen in which you've got different kind of means of visualization and those kind of things. But first of all, you want to get data. So get data means is asking you where is the data that you need to now present in a dashboard form. Just to show you how easy it is, click on Excel, and usually it works quite well with Excel. You then find the file you want, so now it's called program 1, and then it asks you if you've got more than one sheet, what sheet do you want to look at. So it's a preview, as you can see. So what I've done, and I'll load that into Power BI, and what Power BI does is Power BI creates a link between that file and this dashboard. So once it's pulled the data in, it will then allow me to start seeing the data. So what I can do is I can then, if I go edit queries, so I can actually start seeing the data. So there's the data as it's coming. So you've got, so it's already recognised the headers, project manager, actual spend, deadline date, and what sometimes you have to do is make sure that it's got a particular type of property. And what it does is this little symbol here means that it's brought the data in as a type. So as you can see, it recognises that these are dates, it recognises that these are text files, but it thinks that these are numbers, whereas actually we want to change that to currency. So let's do that as a data type, and what we can do is we can say that we want that as let's put, that's not in here, but decimal number. So actually, let's leave it as number. Okay. So close that. Now then, what we can do is, now that we can look at the data, we can start dragging in. So if we wanted to put a actual spend chart, so let's put a stacked column chart over here. Put that in. Brings it into here. You can size it accordingly. And then what you can do is you can start saying, well, I want the actual spend to be the value. Okay, you bring it here. You can say you want to bring actual spend. Okay, so that's the total actual spend, but you might want to do it by project manager. So there you go. So you can now break it down. So let me just open it up so you can see it. So now you can split it by Bob, James, Jane, Neil, Terry, whatever. Okay. And if I then break that, let's put that there like that. Okay. Now I want to do another one. So now I want to see. Let's do this. So now I want to see the actual spend in there. Then I'll put that as the value in there. Now what you can do is you can start clicking on people. So Neil, for example, he's spending 12k. Terry, 23k. Maybe not a good example, but it shows you the power of how you can change dashboards for when you're in a meeting. So if someone said, right, I want to see what James is doing, do that. And also you can have text files. So if I click on that, there you go, actual spend 3,400. But it means that you can also have other text files. So I can have the deadline date in there. So I go into here. Oh, there it is. There you go. Earliest deadline date. So that's the earliest date that whoever I've clicked on, Neil, has to deliver, and he spent 12k. Obviously the data is very, very basic, but it gives you an idea. The other good thing about Power BI is that it means that you've got assured data in the Excel file. What I mean by that is, so this is one I've made earlier. So this is one that I've brought in. So any program managers out there, you may have something like this. Unfortunately, most of us do have to work in Excel, in which you've got a large Excel file. As usual, you might have like the top 3 rows where it's got a bit of information data that actually you don't require. So what the great thing about Power BI is that you can actually start manipulating that. So within Power BI, you can go to edit queries, and you can actually start removing rows. So if I remove the top 3 rows from there, automatically removes those rows there. Now if I undo that, so I remove that. So if I remove the top rows and I remove the top, let's say 2 rows, so as you can see, you've got now, these are the titles, the column headers that you want to use. So what you can do is say use first rows headers. So then it'll name the data at the top here, and then if I come out of this, if I close this, I'll say yes, I want to apply changes. It will then automatically bring that into Power BI. That if you change the original Excel file, so let's go to it. So if I now insert another file and just put the date or something like that, and I save that, if I then go back into Power BI and I go refresh, it'll give me error messages. So that's one advantage of Power BI, that you can actually start manipulating the data within Power BI, but the danger of that is that it's not changing the raw original data. So you can go in here and you can actually change the data directly if you wish to, but it's a bit dangerous to do that. So if I go to edit queries, and if I hit refresh preview on that one, so what you can find yourself being in a position is that you will have these applied steps. So it's bringing in the source, it's then changing the type of data, it's promoting the headers, so the headers are here, removing the top rows. So if you start changing the raw data in the Excel file, it can get yourself in a bit of a mess. So that's something to be mindful of. Let's close this down. That's it. Power BI, really, really useful for being able to present easily for small projects, well, for program managers and for small businesses. Really recommend it. It's free, you can download it, it's Microsoft, so it integrates with all of the Microsoft packages. Really user friendly, you can pick it up, you can export it as well, so you can put it into a website, and you can let others manipulate it, so you can publish it if you wish. I hope this has helped. Please go to our projectmanagethis.com website for other additional help and support. Trying to make project management enjoyable and fun. Please please subscribe to our YouTube page. Okay, thanks very much. Cheers.